You know who I am. I don't know who you are unless you tell me who you are. That's kind of creepy. Ignore any sounds of closing doors and dropping items. I have a window open. I'm not burning any more incense because I only have one packet and I'm not going out to get some till like 5 in the afternoon, which is 4 hours away. So, I gotta let stinks out using a window. Anyway, you know what video this is. Oh yeah, ignore my 21 Pilots poster. I'm having a room redecoration as soon as all the Halloween items in like all the shops are discounted because for some fucking reason they look fucking cool and I want them in my room. Anyway, that's besides the point. You read the title of this video? People have asked, how do you get into it? How do you become a witch? Etc. etc. So, that's what... Now you fucking listen. That's where I am here to help. Now, if I tie my hair up, we can begin. Because my hair is a massive distraction to me when I'm reading. So, I found a list of things to research for beginning witches, witchlings, etc. etc. Give me a minute. I told myself this video won't be long. If I'm doing this, then it will be. Let's go. First thing you can... No. List of things to research. History of witchcraft. You're going to need to know a background to it. Famous witches you like. That's an optional kind of thing. You don't have to do it. Types of witches, so you know what kind of witch you are. You don't have to stick to being one, by the way. I thought you had to stick to being one, and I was like... Then I found out you don't have to pick just one. So, thank Jesus, because you can be any type. You don't have to feel forced to be a type of witch. And even those who are like Christians, there are Christian witches out there. So you can stick to what you do and practice witchcraft. I know in religion, like Jehovah's Witness on and that, they're like, magic is bad, but there are Christian witches out there, so you are fine. Don't feel like you have to drop your religion just because, you know, what people say. And if you're like me, who is of colour, yes, there are witches of colour out there as well. Just putting it out there. Not many of us, from what I have seen, but there are witches of colour. So you are fine, you are okay. Do not feel like you're going to be jumping into anything, like bombarding anything. Don't feel like you have to be different. There are witches of colour out there. There are loads of types of witches out there. Even part of the LGBTQT community. I think I got that right. I should know. There are witches out there in that community as well. Don't feel like you're going to be the odd one out and you're going to be alone. We're all here for each other. And we're all nice. Types of magic. So white magic, chaos magic. There's, just like types of witches, there are types of magic. Shut the fuck up. Types of spells. Curses, hexes, bindings, you know. Don't feel... Like... I haven't done any curses or hexes myself. I'm a witchling, so I'm not gonna be doing any of that anytime soon. I'll give it a try. Don't feel... Oh, I have the word in my head. I'll think of it later. Don't feel... Oh, I had it there. Neglected? No. Don't feel like you're going to be judged if you do curses and hexes. There are witches who do it, you know. If you want to do it, you do it. Don't feel forced to do it and to not do it. Just do what you want to do. Types of... I had this problem last time. Divination. Do you know what? Stuff like tarot and that. Like crystal... Ugh. I can't pronounce words. I'm horrible. I can read it in my head, can't say it out loud. So like tarot cards and stuff like that. Quick note, you don't have to buy loads of equipment. Like, you don't have to be one of those witches who has crystals everywhere, loads of books, loads of different tarot card decks. You can use whatever you feel to use. Don't feel like you have to use the tools that most spells say you have to use. Like, honestly, don't feel like you have to use tarot cards. But you can use materials in your house. Last time I checked, I use all the spices in my kitchen all the time. Probably the reason why I have to buy new bottles and stuff. Like, you can get empty jars and use that. Rainwater. If you are like me who lives in fucking rainy England and it looks like it's gonna fucking rain now, how am I supposed to fucking go out in that weather? Please don't rain. Actually, please do. I have 2 jars waiting that have been there for like a month. Please do. If you're me who lives in rainy England or just rainy the UK where it rains shitloads, get some old jars, stick it outside when it's raining. Hopefully it will fill up more than mine did, because mine's just like this and I need more, you know? You can even use apps and stuff. There's like a list of apps I can recommend for tarot readings and stuff. I can put that in the description if you really want me to. Knowing me, I will, because I like helping. You don't need to buy all the expensive material. Believe me. And if you're lucky enough, go to like a thrift shop or a charity shop as we call it here and look around. You might find some tarot cards. But I'm not forcing you to do that, honest to God. I tried it and I'm now buying them. Mainly because I really wanted some. Not even just in Witchcraft. I've just wanted tarot cards for like a long time. Talisman versus sigils and what they are. Like, you kind of gonna know the differences between the two. That was not supposed to be racist. There's something in my eye. Great, I have eyeliner on my eye. Hand. I have eyeliner on my hand. Ugh, alphabets. I haven't put it in my fucking book yet, but if you wanna like research alphabets, if you're into that kind of thing, go for it. Again, witchy symbols. I won't say. When it comes to witchy symbols, I'm feeling like pentagrams like this and stuff like that. I should research this myself. Deities for pagan witches. They are gods you perform devotional acts to. I have deities. I haven't completely decided which ones are mine yet, but you know. Like, these are just some of the basic things you need to research. Also, I found this post. I feel like it's mainly, well, not mainly. I think it's for like beginner witches. Not even beginners, just witches all around. I think that we need to remember, you don't have to dress like a witch. Like, I go down the witch aesthetic tag on Tumblr all the time, and I guarantee half the time I'm like, I need this shit. Why do I not dress like a witch? Like, this is my favorite top. It's coming out the colour it is here on camera, I'm hoping. Bright neon orange? Yeah. This is my favorite top. I got it recently. And then every time I look down the witch aesthetic, I'm like, they're all wearing like black with like those extra like out wing sleeves and all these clothes and stuff. Why don't I have this? You don't have to dress like those witches. You can be like me, who's a modern witch, dress casually. To be honest, I feel like the more casually dressed I am, the less myself I'm not going to feel. I think that made sense. I feel myself in the clothes I wear, and I have my hair stuck to my piercing. And that makes me feel more of a witch than if I just decided to change my fashion sense just because of the aesthetic. Don't do things just because of the aesthetic. I feel like people need to learn this. Just because you see an aesthetic doesn't mean you have to go for it. Like, Wiccans, if you go down the Wiccan tag and see all these girls dressed up in whatever they wear, and you feel like you need to dress like that for the aesthetic, don't. don't just do it for the aesthetic. Do it for yourself. Because I guarantee if you do it for the aesthetic, you're not going to feel comfortable or yourself. But if you do it for you, you will feel yourself. The way to find an aesthetic is to be yourself. And I feel like that's what people need to remember. You know, just putting it out there. I went off task, but I just needed to get that out there. Not just for witches, for anyone. You know? Cursing is not a bad thing. That's what it's not a bad thing. Do what you want. You don't have to be religious. That's another thing. I'm just kind of reading through this post right now, so I'm sorry if I look a bit dazed. Witchcraft and Wicca are not the same. Witchcraft is a practice. Wiccan is the religion. Different things, like I was trying to say earlier. Path suits you, not your peers. Yep, that's what I was trying to say. Here's another one. Witchcraft is customizable to your needs. 100% true. 100%. You don't have to be an edgy witch aesthetic, just be you. That's what I was trying to say. Oh my god. Yes, this post feels me. I didn't read this post and then say what I need to say. I only found this post. I was walking to college, saw the top of the post, screenshotted that shit, you know, didn't even read it. So, this post gets me. Oh, here's one. There tends to be a lot of drama surrounding the witch community in particular. Stay out of it. Just like any fandom, to be honest. Reading that, it's like, as soon as I dropped into the K-pop fandom, I got a lot of stay out of the drama. There is a lot of drama. There is. I'm sorry, but there is. So, it's kind of any kind of community, really. It just depends what part of the community you end up being in. You don't have to do anything you're not comfortable doing. Yeah, if you don't feel comfortable or right doing something, don't do it. Don't feel like you have to be forced to do it. Covens are not mandatory. Amen to that. You don't have to be in a coven. If you feel like doing magic on your own is what you feel best doing, do it. Just like they said, do what you feel comfortable doing. There's no special initiation to become a witch. You want to identify as a witch, you're a witch, just like magic. No more needed to be said, to be honest. Be careful who you trust. Just like any other community, there are bad eggs who will hurt you. That word I can't say is there. You don't have to use to be a witch. That's true. That is very true. I'm saying that's very true to everything, but like I agree with everything in this post because it is so right. Like whoever made this post, I need to find this person and thank them for making this damn post. You don't have to tell people you practice. Hold on, I just get like a load. Don't if you feel whatever you feel safe doing. I tell some people I practice, not everyone. To be honest, when I tell people I practice, depending on who I'm telling, I feel like they judge me. But then at the same time, it's like, okay, and what you doing? Smoking weed and shit. A lot of people can judge you for that, so. Like, telling my friends, I think there was only one friend who I found easy as hell to tell, and that was River. Mainly because River watches Supernatural, so they're gonna understand what the fuck I'm going on about. But like other friends, I felt like, shit, how do I tell them? I just kind of let it slip out eventually. I just say in my sentences. Like if anyone's like, it's not like you can do magic, I can just easily slip in at, well I can because I'm a witch, so what are you gonna do? It's just easy to slip in, I guess, and then people are like, wait, what? Yeah. I mean, the last person I told I told them casually, it didn't end well. ended up me being pissed off because they kept asking me to do love spells. To this day, if I mentioned witchcraft and how I just don't ask me to do love spells, they bring it up and I'm like, please, fuck off, leave, no, bye. Like, I have nothing against people asking me, but research, check, research before you ask me these things. Because I guarantee, if you research and then ask me something, I'll answer and not be pissed. But if you're just gonna straight ask, say stuff without thinking, it just gets to me, you know? Because I'm that kind of witchy little bitch where if you just say something to me and you don't think, and what are my hands doing? I don't know what my hands. Guess his camera cut out on them, aka mine. Anyway, back to reading this post. So obviously, beginner witches, just, you know, you have some guidance. I didn't mention that. I'm reading these out, so you have some sort of guidance and reassurance that, you know, half the stuff you're looking at, if you're looking at something and you're unsure, if you're thinking something, there is reassurance of what you're doing. So where was I? Well, I really fucking, alright, yeah, I've got to do this. Ha! Research, cross-check, then check again. Never believe one source. True that! That is very, very true. Very true. You know? Don't always feel one source is going to be correct. That is very, very true. Shielding and protection are important. I suggest, before you do any sort of spells or practice, do some sort of protection spell or shielding. Salt. That's the one thing you're going to see on Tumblr. Anywhere witch related. Salt. I guarantee it. Salt. You're going to see it a lot. If you watch Supernatural, you're going to know what I'm on about. Salt. It's used for protection. So. And warding off evil spirits and you know that kind of stuff. Please shut up. God. Who asked you? No one did. Alright, here we go. Don't feel belittled by the older witches. Now you leave. Don't feel belittled by older witches. Don't feel like you have to believe everything they say. And if they say, oh, you have to do it like this. No, shut up, sit down. Not trying to be disrespectful. But just because you are old, you have been doing it longer, doesn't mean, you know, you can make me feel small. No, honey, no. Because what if you're a green witch who uses crystal balls, but I'm over here being a music witch using tarot cards? Don't feel like you can belittle me. I don't think that's the point of that thingy, but I'm trying to make an example, you know? We're all different. We all do things differently. You just have to find your own way. You don't have to believe everyone. Using an Ouija board is not going to summon a demon. I didn't even have to read that properly to know. Do use protection though if you're going to use an Ouija board. I suggest that carefully. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Oh, I can finally mention what I was going to mention. Tumblr. The Tumblr witch community. Yes. Not everyone's nice. Okay, I'm not going to try and make you sound naive and shit and say everyone's nice. Not everyone's nice in the Tumblr witch community. I haven't bumped into those kind of people yet. Gotta stop stroking my hair. But, you know, Tumblr. I follow a lot of blogs with a lot of information. Just Witchy Things, I think it's called. They post a lot. I can probably find it in a minute. They post a lot that can help. Wait a minute, I'm gonna look for it now. If you ever need some sort of help, just find a blog. I'll put my Tumblr name, somewhere down here. Wait a minute, it's the same as my channel name. Shut the fuck up. It's literally snake_witchling. Instead of a C, it's an X. Because I did it on Instagram and someone has Snake Witch. Who the fuck has snake_witch as their name? What should be in an account that's not even in use? Just watch it. What should be an account not even in use? The Witchy Stuff it's called. I'll put them down in the description too. The witchy stuff. They have a lot of useful information. Believe it or not, they are amazing. They are so helpful. I recommend. I 100% recommend. And I followed it recently. Let me try and find it. No, it's in following me, twat. Why do I follow like 900? Simple Magic Litty. I'll put the name here and I'll put it in the description, boy. I can't say that. It's Simple Magic and there's something at the end. Watch someone say it easily as fuck and I'm still like... Anyway. Oh, fuck, I've lost the post. Bear with me. Bear with. Hold up. You get to see my wonderful blanket from IKEA. She's back. Okay. There's one that's in bold that's standing out to me right now, so I'm just gonna straight ass say it. Don't lick unknown rocks. Don't know why you would do it, but please don't. Changing your crystals gives you an extra boost and aids you in magic. Oh, I said this earlier. Remember that you don't have to be one type of witch. You can practice 40 different types of witchcraft at one time if you want. Amen to that. I'm so far a music witch. Why am I saying it like that? You make it sound like a trend. No, that's not what I mean. Like, the kind of magic I practice. Crystals, I'm gonna start learning how to use tarot cards. I literally just bought some amethyst and I was crying at how, oh my god, inexpensive it was. Oh my god. Back on track. Music, obviously. Moon, I'm learning that as well. I'm learning that. Elements. Elements is a big important one to me. I want to learn. And then weather. And herbs. Herbs. I have like shit ton of herbs in my room right now. I should not have them. Hope my mom doesn't catch me. You don't have to use the title witch. Yeah, you don't have to use the title. Fuck, I did something. How many times did I screenshot this? Jesus. You don't have to come out and straight out say it. You can just say, you know, I like magic. Not even that. Just say, oh no, like, the general way I told my mum, started hinting to my mum was, you could say I'm the mythical creature of the family. That's literally how I, so. Basic fire safety goes a long way. Yes, if you're going to use fire or matches or lighters, please be careful. Working with spirits is dangerous. It is very dangerous. It can be very dangerous. So you've got to be very careful. And the final thing of this post, you are a valid witch no matter if you've been practicing for 20 minutes or 20 years. You are awesome and amazing. Hell yes. Hell yes indeed. I thought I heard my doorbell. I was like, what the fuck? How is it that quiet? Then I realized I'm probably hearing something else. Oh, someone reblogged. In regards to number 9, which one was number 9? Number 9 was... Witchcraft and Wicca are not the same thing. Right, okay, let's go back to that. Fuck. It's okay to be a Wiccan and a witch too. I didn't know that. Oh, fuckty. Oh well. Okay, one more thing I'm gonna go over. You've seen these in school. You get tired of these. Books. I'm holding up 2 different kind of books today. I'm sorry. This is my spell book. It says Wiccan on the front. I read inside. Wait a minute. Understanding Wicca, Witchcraft and Spells. So you can use this for witchcraft as well. This was $2.81 or $85. Hella cheap. Shipping was like £2. If you're on, this is on Amazon. I suggest if you haven't already got Prime, get Prime and then get this because shipping comes free, and I got this next day. If you already have Prime, then you can use it to get this with free shipping, and it's like £2. The fuck? Woo woo. Yeah, this literally has a lot. The first bloody part is just understanding it. Witches and magic, where Wicca comes in. Personalized magic and ritualistic witches. Are you a good witch or a bad witch? Living and thinking globally. A word about spell casting. That's just chapter 1. It is really good. It has all about the tools, the fundamentals, types of magic. Oh my god. I didn't read chapter 6. Fuck. It's getting hella windy out there, bro. Guess who's taking the bus to where she's going? Me. Fucking me. Hella me. Am I gonna have to take the bus? Oh, I have no choice in this matter anymore. Anyway, this one, let's see if I can open it the right way. Wait, have I got it bent at the top? This, I have nothing on the front so far. I kind of just want to start filling it before I put anything in. This is my Book of Shadows. Now, a Book of Shadows, or a grimoire, the word will be here as I normally put words there, or a witch book, is a place for a witch to keep his, hers, or their spells, rituals, and other secrets in. Most witches start by writing down the Wiccan. Is it every day? No, that's what it's called. But the witch version, if I type in witch into Tumblr, because that's what I always do. How the hell have I misspelled witch? Ugh. Give me a minute. I have the word in my head. Witch's Creed. Here we go. The witch version is like, it's not version. Well, yeah, version. It's the Witch's Creed. Right, down in the front of the book. I have left a space because the Witch's Creed is really long. So I'm just going to print it out and stick it here. Because it's really long and I know I'm going to make mistakes and I can't fit it in here. So I'm going to have it printed out and neatly put here, you know. And then in mine, I have the wheel of the year and the Sabbats and the days and stuff. I haven't put any like drawings on. I'm putting the elements here, and then I'll have started. I haven't had time to do the elements and stuff. Most Wiccans put in spells and rituals, herbs, incense and oils and their properties, crystals and their properties, just, you know, notes and stuff to like help them and stuff they find out, basically. It all goes in here. I also have this one. This is really cute. This, I feel like I'm gonna use this for like, give me, like spells. Like, I know normally you put spells in here, but I want this to be my spell book. For spells I make, because I'm a music witch. So if like I write a song using a spell, it will go in here. I have 2 different kind of books. You don't have to have 2 different kind of books. You can have 1. You can use an old notebook, a school book that you only use 2 pages for. It doesn't have to be neat and fancy like this little thing. It can be scruffy and stuff. Just somewhere to keep your, you know, spells and rituals and everything a witch needs, basically. I wasn't meant to do that. Anyway, I have finally come to the end of my fucking video. Yay! Hoping this is more successful than the others, seeing as this is actually something useful for people. It's gonna be like half an hour looking at the time. Oops. You can, if you need help or want to ask someone or me anything, DM me on Instagram. You can snap me on Snapchat or message me on Tumblr. I answer. Like, don't feel like I'm not gonna answer. Look at me. I'm still redecorating my room. I'm still doing my research and going through and checking and checking and checking. I can still answer questions, you know. I'm not an expert, but I know stuff. Like, if people are asking me questions about it, I don't have like the knowledge of someone older, but like I can help. Like I can give you websites to find stuff. Tumblr. I'm telling you this now, Tumblr is a very good one. Like, you really hate me today. I can help. I sound so small. I can help. Anyway, thanks for watching. I shall see you later.